soundtrack.
What is up? Welcome back to another edition of SacTown Movie Buffs TV. Once again, it's your boy Kier, and today I have my good friend, actor, comedian, podcast runner,
Hey, all around, yeah.
Buddy Rahming. How you doing today,
Doing
man?
good, my man. Kier, how we doing, bro? Thank you.
Oh,
man.
good, man.
Yeah,
Glad to have you on the show, man. Yeah, man. I know I did your show a few months back, and so I figured I'd return the favor
Now
and
we
have you
switching
on
it
mine.
up.
Yeah,
this
switch it up a little bit.
This is a good vibe. Y'all got a better studio equipment than us and stuff. That's good. I like this. We gonna upgrade. This is motivation.
Not a problem, man. Not a problem, man. So let's just get a little bit of insight into your background. So I know you're an actor. So what are some of the film projects that you've done in the past?
So some of the film projects that I've done in the past, we'll start off with like short films and things like that. Like, cause we are here at Access Sacramento, so I've done a couple of films for the PCS. First one I did was this movie called like Resolution, like a long back ago. We ended up winning like the fan favorite from that one. And then just most recently, last year, did a short film called Hidden in Plain Sight for the place called Sacramento Festival and stuff like that. They got the poster right outside. I did that. But then, like I said, also being a member of the Screen Actors Guild, so I worked on a couple of big budget feature films, things like Fruitvale Station, a couple of days on the Matrix Revolutions. No, well, whatever the fourth Matrix was that just came out. Revolutions, something like that. Yeah. That one. And then Netflix movie called All Day and Night, and then of course like a whole lot of those true crime murder reenactment shows like the Almost Got Away with This and stuff like that. So
you was one of the ones that was getting away with it.
No. Well, I was both. I've been both. I've been on both sides. I'm the one that got away. I'm the one that got. So
okay. So you got killed in one. You almost got away with it.
I got killed. Then I've done some of the killings. So I've done my fair share.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. And then Funny Business Podcast. How did that come about? Where did that come from?
Funny Business Podcast. Funny Business Comedy. That's like the LLC that I run with my business partner Lamar, and then the whole entire Funny Business team. But the Funny Business Podcast, how that got started is we was just like trying to, like, when we would go out to like networking mixers, talk to people and stuff like that, we was just trying to find a way to create content so that we would just start just randomly, like, we just grabbed the cameras, like, man, we gotta make you look like somebody, but you gotta look like somebody. Right. So we just had the camera just start recording me walking around these mixers, and then from there people was like, what do y'all do? And then like we went from like just doing that, just start randomly interviewing people.
Got it. Okay.
That's kind of how the Funny Business podcast.
That's
how the Funny Business podcast
started.
You
had the Funny Business comedy before that?
Okay. Yeah. We was doing the comedy shows before that. We was just trying to find something to like add a little more flavor to what we got going on and stuff like that. And then from there, like as the team started growing, this other comedian by the name of D-Rock, he's like, man, I want to do a podcast and stuff like that. And so since we already had that going on and stuff like that, we was like, man, we might as well just collaborate, because if you got your thing going on, I got our thing going on, we just collaborate. And that's how the official name of the Funny Business Podcast came along. And then from there, it was just like, you've been there, growing. Yeah.
It's been growing. I mean, you guys are doing events kind of all over Sacramento and beyond. So what are some of the places where you guys have, like, had your, I hate to say stable of comedians, but like where we produce shows at and stuff like that. So as a matter of fact, just most recently, just produced our very first show at the Tommy T's in Pleasanton and stuff like that, which was super dope, super good show. They want us back, so hopefully we'll be back there in a couple of months. Produced shows at Laughs Unlimited Comedy Club, and then like a whole lot of bars around the downtown old Sacramento area. So like the Reunion Kitchen and Bar. Shout out to the Reunion Kitchen and Bar for like being the first people to really be on board with letting us throw comedy shows places, and just like really letting us grow and make mistakes with them and letting us learn from them. For sure, so, And with that said, I know you also have the Mogul Meetup as well, which I think you do at the Reunion Bar.
That's where the Mogul Meetup and stuff like that. We actually just kind of like put the Mogul Meetup on hold, only because of good things though. Only just because, like I said, like we was doing got a lot of good networking guys. Like if nobody knows what the Mogul Meetup was this networking mixer that I started for artists, entertainers, entrepreneurs and stuff like that in the area and stuff like that. But there was a lot of good networking, a lot of good connections that was made in like such a short like period of time, to where like people just say, man, I wish I could come back, but like I'm busy, I'm working, like, you know what I'm saying? Like really like use that to get like, the stepping stones or let me, now we off and running and stuff like that. So
I mean, obviously, I know you have the podcast, you have the comedy, you're still doing the acting, I presume. Yep. I mean, is there a certain realm you're trying to get more into? Are you just kind of just putting all that good energy out there and just hopefully you're successful in everything?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a little bit of the ego that just says that thinks I'm good at everything. So I'm like, I might as well just do it.
Right, you know, nothing wrong with that, you know.
Yeah, it's just a little bit.
Hey, man, I'm in the same boat, man.
Exactly,
I got my film festival. I do a television show, and I'm also a film critic. You just got to put it out there.
Put it out there.
You know, maybe I'm sure I'm better at some things than others, but but you put it out there and see what comes back. So I completely understand that. There's nothing wrong with that.
But that's why I kind of like create like the whole like funny business thing and stuff like that, because I get what you're saying. Because a lot of people like be like, man, well, you can't be both. You can't be a comedian. You can't be an actor. I was like, oh, I mean, you can. You know what I'm saying?
Do whatever you want. You know, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing I say. You know, anytime someone tells me I can't do something, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Facts.
You know?
Facts. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Well, you keep not doing what you're doing. Right. Let me watch me do me.
Right. Because if no one does it, then because maybe no one's been good at it. You know? So
exactly.
That's the thing. So, but no, it is always a struggle and a juggle, and even for myself, so I completely understand that aspect of it. But I say you just keep putting that good energy out there and just kind of see where it takes you.
That's what it is, man. This is an industry, a community of like paying it forward anyway. Stuff like you just put out that good energy, that good juju and stuff like that. That's why we have the funny business thing, because like I said, now it's all, the funny business is tailored like for me, how I move, like I say, doing all these different things.
Right.
But now, like I said, I may not be the best podcast person, but we got somebody on the team that is a podcast person now. Right. So now it's all these, that's just
the way it goes.
That's
I mean,
we can do anything we want. We can do anything we want.
I mean, as a film critic, I don't like writing. I personally don't like to write. I'd rather just be on the camera and talk about the movies. I just do it just because that's expected of me because of my obligations to these other places. But you can be successful in so many realms, and maybe you're better at it than you think you are. You know? So, but absolutely. So I know we talked about kind of you were a non-union actor, and now you're a SAG actor now. So were you put on like hold and hiatus when like the strike went down and all that stuff?
Like that's because the strike is going on right now. Like when I first joined the union and stuff like that, like I thought that like when I first like I was like when I joined the union it was like 2017, like there's like whole strike going on like around there too. I was like, man, we about to strike. We striking. Right. But then like. You find out that it happens like almost every year. Like we get that, like we strike, we like, we just time to complain again and stuff like that. But no, I think this strike though, just because like we was talking about like the whole AI and like everything like that, like this strike because the whole industry is on strike right now. It's like it's crazy and stuff like that. But like
because the AI has really made a lot of significant different and changes. I mean, can you speak to a little bit more than I can? I mean, I've heard a little bit about it, but you might know a little bit actually in the industry.
Man, like it's scary. Because like I mean they'll do like I see like just like where like the host like SAG after host like webinars and stuff like that, just talking about like how AI like it's a good thing and a bad. Like you have like the Chat GPT or whatever it is where you just make a script or whatever, say that it's cool and all like as an actor, because like you just said we don't like write it and stuff like that, so let's do that. But then you realize you just maybe like took a job away, like maybe now that's why the Writers Guild is on strike. Now the Writers Guild is on strike.
Now you're taking jobs from writers, right?
And then I just see the AI video, something was like Nicki Minaj and like Tom Holland like in some type of twisted like AI short film. I don't know what it was, like a reality TV type of thing, but I was just like, there goes our jobs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's crazy. I was just talking with the guest before you about, we were talking about Harrison Ford in his last film, and I think he came out and said something to the fact of, with AI, they can continue making Indiana Jones films. They can make without 50 years, even after I'm gone. They could continue making those films if they wanted to. So it's kind of scary. It's scary. It's going to put a lot of people out of work.
It's going to put a lot of people out of work. It's going to, and the other thing too, like movies and stuff like that. Like the reason why people like love watching movies is because they can like see themselves in that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what draws us. Like, oh man, I see myself as that person. But then like when it's like just AI and it's like people like say like they gonna have movies where like Halle Berry is starring in a movie with Humphrey
Bogart.
Humphrey Bogart, you know what I'm saying? Like like Halle Berry co-starring Marilyn Monroe and stuff like that. We're like, that's like, what is going on here, bro? Like,
no, man, it's a crazy time, man. Yeah, but before I let you go, man, is there anything that people can follow you at? Where can they find you?
Oh yeah, you can find me on all social media platforms at Yeah Buddy ENT, which is short for Yeah Buddy Entertainment, and you could also follow me at Funny Business, Funny Business Comedy, FUNNYBIDNESS.
Perfect. Sounds good. Well, make sure you guys follow and support another local comedian and actor here in the community. We thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back again with another show.
Yes, sir.
We can cut it and post if it's going on too long.
We're gonna have you sign off one more time.
Okay.
Which camera are we sight?
It's me.
Oh, it's just you. Okay.
Everybody said yes, sir. He's gonna get it on 2.
Okay.
So you can wave to camera 2 and say you, sir.
Okay. Right now?
In 3, 2, 1.
Yes, sir.
All right. Sounds good. Well, thank you all for watching. We'll be back again with another show, and I hope you all have a great day.
Soundstripe. Soundstripe.